Hello everyone, this is KahNah, and I am a psychic who is on a mission to help everyday people achieve true love. And in today's video, I am going to be discussing the question, what is deja vu? And I really like this question, and this is one that I've gotten from, a variety of different clients and friends. And I do want to say that there are probably multiple sources of the feeling of deja vu that could happen in our life, but I wanted to offer up what I believe is the most common cause of deja vu, or certainly one that many of us may not already be aware of. So you may or may not already know this, but actually before we come to Earth, before we actually incarnate, like right before, or very, very soon before we actually incarnate, we go through a process where we actually get to choose what body we're going to be in this life. And usually we have a number of choices, and then we go to make the choice. We go into a place where we are able to preview the nature of our life. And there are some authors that talk about this process as well. One of them is Dr. Michael Newton, if you're interested. But anyway, we go into this life preview area, and we get to see and feel what it would be like to be the person that we're going to be in our next life. So we actually see and feel common scenes from our life. We get to preview them. Now, in many cases, in all cases actually, a lot of our life is left out. Most of the life, vast majority of what we're going to experience is not previewable, if you will, right? But what we do get is we get these bits and pieces that are representative of what our life is actually going to feel like. And then we feel those really deeply on a soul level to decide, okay, is this the experience that I want to have in this life? And I believe that these life preview moments that we witness before coming, not only are they a big part of our decision for coming to the life in the first place, but they are really well integrated into our subconscious mind and our soul memory. They're essentially right at the surface of that subconscious recollection, because they're kind of one of the last things that we saw on a soul level before we actually chose to incarnate. So I believe that many of the deja vu moments that we experience are actually these little scenes, these little bits and pieces that we saw before we incarnated to actually choose this life. So in a way, they are signs and symptoms of being on the right path. And this is also the reason why a lot of the deja vu moments that we might actually have are sort of mundane, because, truth be told, most of our lives are mundane. There are big moments, but it's not actually those big moments that we use to decide whether or not we're going to become a certain person or step into a certain life experience. It's more so the mundane things, the day-to-day things. So I think of one, memorable moment of deja vu, actually two that I can remember just right off the bat, right? And one of them, I was about 3 years old, and I was walking to a little convenience store with my mom and with my sister to pick out a treat for just being good, okay? So that's a really mundane sort of moment, but it's a moment that's really representative of, the type of parent I was going to have, what my childhood was going to be like, etc. I believe that that's something that I saw before coming into my body that I used to choose this life experience. So another deja vu moment that I had was when I was in college, when I was an undergrad, and it's just a moment of opening up a book, like a little journal, and writing a specific sentence. And while I was writing it, also looking out the window of the bedroom that I had at the time and seeing the leaves and hearing a certain sound of birds and wind is very, very vivid. And it happened right after I woke up in the morning. So, so I lived that experience. And when I lived that experience, it was like, whoa, 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 like ripples throughout time and space. This is something that I've seen before. This is something that I've experienced before. That sort of sensation. And again, a rather mundane moment overall. However, that's very symbolic of what those years in my life were. Tons of writing, tons of studying, tons of introspection, a lot of being upstairs in my 3rd floor bedroom, looking out at the window, wondering, what are people doing in the world as I'm, having this deep journey of learning and discovery. I think that this tells us a couple things. I think when we're having the deja vu moments, we should be grateful for them, and for that experience of, it's hard to even put it into words, but for that experience of just knowing that there's something more, that there's something timeless about our existence, or there's something about it that must exist out of the context of this time bubble that we're in, for us to have known exactly what was going to happen and have seen it before it actually happened. But to also know that when we have those moments, it's a sign that we are having a life experience that we intended to have. And it tells us a little bit about what is the nature of our life, or what was the intended nature of our life. If you kind of add up all those deja vu moments, I think it gives you a bit of an idea of what was your life plan in the first place. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video on what is deja vu. If you are interested in working with me further or in having a reading, please email me at mayasbrightstarcreations@gmail.com. Or you can view more of my articles and content on choosefaithnotfear.com. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye.